What are the main elements in my digital marketing strategy? Hi there, my name's John Like, and I thought I'd cover this because so often in B2B organisations, people seem to be a little bit confused when it comes to their digital marketing activity. They seem to split everything into campaigns which have different objectives each time, and it's frustrating for me to work in these organisations where things seem to be so disjointed. So I've put together 4 points that I think everyone should follow when it comes to their digital marketing activity. So firstly, the most important piece, you need to know what is the purpose of the activity that you're undertaking. So if the goal is making sales, then that is your objective. And too often I've noticed in B2B organisations, their objective is sales, but they like to say that their objective is something else, like they're making the world a better place, which is, it's fine, it's a bit of a woolly outcome to want to achieve, but really their objective is sales. So you need to know the purpose of your activity, and it doesn't always need to be sales. It could be, you could be trying to reach more of your target audience. You could be wanting more of them to come and see a piece of collateral that you've created for them. It could be a kind of way of growing awareness of your brand. But whatever, it's just be clear about what the purpose is from the start, and the purpose should not change. Whatever your activity is, you're still working towards the same purpose. Right, so after you've got purpose, you need to secondly have a report or metrics that are related to that purpose that say whether your campaign's been a success or not. So if we say the goal is sales, then the measure will be revenue or quotes generated or something along those lines. So once you're very clear about what the purpose of the activity is and how you're going to report on it. Secondly, you then need to move on to thinking about what's in it for them. What is the value that you're going to be delivering to your customer? And this is you need to separate from the first part where you think about this is what we want, this is what we want, this is how we're going to report it. You need to think about what is in it for them. How are people going to get value from what you're trying to sell them? And they might not see the value in the product in itself. The value is in the benefits that you're going to be providing. So it's how can you communicate those benefits best to your audience. And that leads on to the fourth and final point of the strategy, which is community. So the most effective way of getting your message out to people is to speak to people that already know you and already trust you. And the way that you do that is through the building of a community around the kind of specific area of which you work in. And this is why it's so vital for organisations to understand that in building these communities, they need to know the value that they can provide to people within their audience, And it's through giving that value that you will build communities, and it's through communities that you will be able to communicate the messages that you want to get out to your audience. And it's not enough to think, I've got a product to sell, we need to build a community. You need to build the community by providing value to them consistently. And then when you do have something to sell, they'll be far more receptive to hearing, stories about the way that your solution solves a problem for them, if you've built the trust through the consistent building of the community and consistently providing value to that community. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. My name's John Luck. Thanks so much.